Guys, Carl's Garage. I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna do some vertical videos. So today we are changing the front brake pads on my Yukon XL 2016. I have to do this because we're about to go on a crazy trip to Iowa. So we're going on a long trip to Iowa to go pick up some more flips. So you guys know I picked up this. This one's almost done, pretty much done. I can't really think. I just need to maybe change the oil. Outside of that, this thing is ready to go. Outside of a few cosmetics things. This right here, I have to change the front brake rotors because whenever I stop, it wants to shudder whenever I stop. Check out the video where I got the new Harbor Freight jack right here for $139. Can't beat that, $139 for this 3-ton jack. I'm about to jack up my truck right here. And then I also got some oil because I'm gonna change the oil, but I'm gonna change the oil tomorrow. I leave on Tuesday, but I'm gonna change the oil tomorrow. And I can't wait to do that. This way it's completely fresh oil in the vehicle all the way to Iowa. Looks like it's about to rain. I'm pretty sure it's not my back pads. These ones I can't really tell. They must be going bad or something. They don't look that bad. Let me see if I can get in there. They don't look too bad from the outside. Looks like there might be a little bit of meat, but either way, and I don't feel any, the surface of the rotor still feels good, but I'm just gonna do a little brake pad job on this. And look at it, it might be our rears. These look low. Let me see if I can stick my phone in there. See if I can stick my phone in there. See if I can look to see. Yeah, the rears look low. Maybe it's the rears that are causing the shudder. My brake pads just came today. I only got the front. I can't say that the fronts look as bad. Either way, we got to change these brake pads, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm actually pretty happy with myself, and I'll put a link in the description because I was able to get, or I did get, not was able to get, pretty cheap too, front and rear brake pads for 53 bucks. So hopefully they say which one ceramic are, hardware included. Let's see about this one. These gotta be front. These things are way front. Hopefully it has an F. Yep, F for front. Cool. So for this 50 something bucks, I got front and rear. He said it is about to rain, so I don't know if I'm gonna do the truck outside or am I gonna pull it a little bit here in my driveway. I don't know which one I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to figure that out. So yeah, I need to figure that out, which one I'm gonna do, because I don't wanna get caught out in the rain. So let's see what these things look like. They are ceramic. I've only ever used full ceramic brake pads. So these are here, these are the rears. Let's see how these babies look. All right, comes with a little bit of grease. Cool. These were actually recommended really high on Amazon. I looked for a while. Look, the packaging is really nice. Step in their game. I'm sure these things definitely are some Chinese brake pads, as everything else is. But packaging, yeah. All right. Looks good. Looks good. All right, now let's look at the fronts. Oh yeah, baby. Same thing with the grease. I know some people, let me know down in the comments below if you use grease or not. I do. I've always been a fan of it. Yeah, baby, let's just take that out. Let's see. See what these front babies look like. Yeah, nice and meaty, full ceramic. I think that's definitely, yeah, I think the brakes on here on the truck are definitely down. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and prep the truck. I'm gonna do the front first and hopefully I can get it done outside without any rain, and then we'll see from there. All right, so I got the truck jacked up and I actually am using bricks to chuck the back wheels. But my new socket set that I picked up is in here. Bam. I got a new socket set because these are 22s here. So I got the jack, this socket set right here, and a pair of free gloves, which these are yellow, so I'll just keep these for like interior. Anytime I clean the interior, I'll keep these gloves. So now I got that, I'm gonna go ahead, use my trusty impact here. This thing right here, this thing is old. I've been using this thing for years. Go ahead, zip these things off. You usually can do it whenever the wheel is on the ground, but I'm gonna zip them off here. Get these done. That one wasn't even on that hard. That was easy. Take the wheel off and go ahead and start the job. So I don't know if you guys can remember, but whenever I bought the vehicle, the reason why I was so excited to get it for the price that I got it at, which was 10 grand. Look at all this. This right here is worth $1,500, $2,000, give or take, not even including labor. And when I seen all of this, everything, I was like, yeah, this guy took very good care of his truck. The whole assembly, everything. I'm gonna go ahead and get these off. Again, I'm just doing pads. I am gonna clean up this mating surface because this isn't actually rust, this is red dirt in Oklahoma. This is what they have. Now, it does need a lower control arm. As you can see, that's the only thing that they didn't do. They went ahead and did upper, they did everything else. I do need a lower control arm, and I'm 6'4", so bending over is very difficult. Usually you stick the tire underneath to give you extra support, but I'm not gonna do that. But look at this sway bar. Everything was done except for the lower control bar. Everything, new tie rods, everything. So this truck rides so smooth. So I'm gonna go ahead, clean up all this, use some brake cleaner, scrape off all this, make these nice and clean, because out of all the lug nuts, just one was rusty. So I'm gonna make sure I clean up everything and go ahead and slap these brake pads on. What you're looking at is not rust. This is red dirt that they have in Oklahoma. All right, so I got a wire brush. Scrape it. Even though, again, this isn't really even surface rust. This is more just dirt. I still want to scrape off as much as I can. As you can see, this is the rusty side. This is the clean side. Just use my little wire brush and I'm able to clean that up. I am working on a 2016 Yukon XL, and it is a 19 socket for these two bolts. Right there, right there. I'm gonna use my impact, bust these off. So look at that. That is not dirt. That is red clay from Oklahoma. And these pads don't look bad at all. Now, are these a lot better? Yeah, they're a lot better. This one has a crack in it. See that right there? So I already got them off. I'm gonna go ahead and replace it. These rotors are smooth, so this right here will give me a lot better stopping power, and I'll just put some lube on the hardware and go ahead and slap it in. These look old. Look, that right there looks bent down there. I don't know if that's the design of the actual pad, but yeah, these need to come off. Let's put these new ones on. I got my caliper compress tool, and just push it in very slowly. And because there's two pistons, we're gonna do this very slowly, but you're also gonna wanna release. You don't wanna switch to the other side. This is something, one piston, two piston, just to make sure that everything is going in evenly. So I can see that left piston wanting to go in a little bit more. Come back. And what's cool is because there's actually so much meat already left, I'm able to, I'll be able to slide on these new pads pretty easy. Okay, controversy. Everyone says, oh, you don't need to lube your pads. This is what I say, you know, as being a mechanic for well over 20 years. It's not gonna hurt, right? Some people say, oh, well, it collects dust. I've never seen that. The car's gonna collect dust, dirt, and oil anyway. So at least I know that I did it. If it doesn't do anything, cool. It comes with, but remember, it comes with the package for a reason. So for those people out there, oh, you don't need it, you don't need it. Listen, if it didn't come with it, I'd understand. But either way, even if it didn't, I got some lube right there. So I put grease on the back of my pads. Leave a comment down below if you do or if you don't. I just learned something that I've never seen before. This side, one side goes one way and the other side goes the other way. It's very weird. I noticed that they both look different, so I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and put them on, but one side goes one way and one goes on the other way. All right, so I'm wondering what the hell is wrong. Like, did they send me the wrong brake pads? But no, so this one, this curved one, goes in here on the front. So if you notice, the old ones, there's one curved and one straight backed. I'm trying to put two straight backs on. It was crazy for all the big backs out there. So yeah, one is curved, one is straight. So this one actually needs to go on the other side. I need to put this one on. So just pay attention to that. You weren't sent the wrong ones. Each brake pad is different. I've never seen that before. All right, there we go. Looks good. Got everything on. A lot more meaty than these other ones. Way more. Great stopping power. Greased up that part too. Go ahead, slap this on, put the wheel on, and that's how you change your brake pads on a 2016 Yukon Denali XL. Maybe I'll make a separate video for the back. Just gonna depend on if it rains or not, but I'm gonna try to get to those today. Stay tuned for the next video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Follow also if you're watching this on TikTok or Instagram.